For those just starting out, to those who built their reputation, in the retail industry, navigating the course is a daily grind. This is Play-by-Play, with industry professionals tackling topics and offering tips to help improve your game plan. Now, here's your Play-by-Play.
Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Ryan with Bookie. You might notice that I'm flying solo today. Every once in a while, we have to run an audible. But today's going to be a good show. We've got Meghan Poirier with Autogeek on today, talking about industry influencers, and it doesn't get any bigger than this one, guys. Really excited to have Meghan on. She's got an announcement, too, that we can't wait to get out to you guys as well. In addition to that, we always got our hacker hack, and this one's a good one, guys. So we're going to be using a simple tool to get deep inside those crevices, and most of you probably know about this one, but if you don't, it's definitely something to stick around to the end on. So Jessica, I think we're going to go ahead and kind of bring Meghan in early this time and get this thing going. Hello, Meghan. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Tell me about what's going on in your building today. You said you got a bit of some gallons being pumped out there.
Got a little bit of everything going on today. It's a busy day. It's been a busy month.
Yeah, hey, that's always a good thing, though, right?
Yeah.
We're really excited to have you on. I know you were on the podcast with us at MTE. I say us. I was actually selling software at the time, and I believe Dustin and Mr. Billy had you on, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really excited to speak with you and to get to know you a little bit better. And I think that's one thing that we wanted to do on this podcast was kind of, dive into a little bit more background about yourself. So I know you've been with Autogeek since 2003. Do you want to tell us a little bit about your role there?
Sure. I am currently the COO and have been for, probably a good 12 years. I run daily operations, anything going on with the staff, our house brands, the lovely thing, a bit of everything.
Jessica, that's awesome, and I know we tried to give you a bit of a promotion earlier this week, and that
was very sweet of you.
Yeah, our pleasure. I know that was I caught that one coming on the back, and I said, when you made that comment, I said, we got to change this, guy. So we do apologize about that, but you're definitely deserving of that position. So I'm sure that you'll be the first one in line.
Yeah.
And it looks like we lost video on you. I'm not sure if that.
Oh, did you?
Yes, ma'am.
Let me check. I'm not sure why.
Uh-oh. Well, again, we run down in the left-hand corner. You see where it says start video? Has it got a little line across it? There we go.
There it is.
Okay, welcome back. There we go. So, again, we're doing this series on industry influencers, and I would say that Autogeek is probably, when we talk about industry influencers, you are the brains behind the brand. And so you've been there since 2003, and I think one of the things that separates Autogeek, or certainly did years ago, was the fact that you guys started doing, tutorials and trainings, and you've seen the industry change from what once was, car washing to a professionalized, standardized industry. And do you think that those trainings and tutorials had a helping hand in that?
Absolutely. Back when we first started this, I don't know how long you've been in the detailing world, but the detailers just weren't given the respect. And then there was a lot of fly-by-night guys doing the $25 car washes, and the guys that were legit were having to try to educate their customers on the difference. So, I think training was a really big deal. It helped elevate the whole field. I believe when the IDA came around, that also helped distinguish, the $25 car wash versus, the guys installing the $2,500 ceramic coating. So, education's a huge deal, but also making this industry, what it is today and respected. I think a lot of people have kicked in and helped out with that.
No, absolutely. That's definitely, I think, one of the main goals for us as a software company is to give that professionalism to, the other side of the business. A lot of detailers are out there producing phenomenal work, but at the end, it always seemed like there was something lacking, I guess, showing an itemized invoice or something like that to really explain why you charge what you charge. And, and that's something that we've really, been proud to be a part of is watching the industry continue to become more professionalized, and that gap between your car washers and professional detailers is certainly widening, I believe, and I definitely think that you guys have a big part of that. Now, in the last 5 years, what would you think would be the main thing that you've seen that's really changed up the industry?
Ooh. I think there's a few things. We all can't pass by this and not say COVID didn't affect all of us. Supply chain issues, just the cost of raw goods, and labor's been an issue. But I really think in the last 5 years, if you kind of, look through the industry and what we've got going on, I think Amazon has affected a lot of people, and some in good and some in bad ways. The way people purchase has changed. And a lot of the coding companies have gotten to where their installers are certified, which is a great thing. And that's kind of changed the industry. I think it helps the consumer looking for that detailer to know they're going to an authorized, installer. I feel like there's just been a lot of good things. Some have been a little bit of bumps on the road, but if this was easy, everybody would do it. So right. I think you just kind of work through it.
That's right. You guys have such an amazing presence at these conventions. When we were down at MTV, I know you, and SDC last year, the phenomenal displays. You have a great team that's working with you, and you guys are going to be making a pretty big presence down there at the SDC this year. Am I correct there?
Yes, you are. We are sponsors at the SDC show, and we are looking forward to having a pretty good size footprint this year. We've got classes going on between our two trainers, and then we're also partnering a little bit with Nathan Warren with the Marine. Just talked to him today with that. But, these shows are really good. It gives you an opportunity to get training out to a few different locations, making it not so hard on everybody to get to you. And it also helps out with, getting in front of the customers. Without the customers, none of us would be here. So a lot of them have been long-time customers. I consider a lot of them friends. We've seen them, get married, have babies. Now the babies are going to college. So, it ages you a little bit, but it's so sweet to kind of see them come around and say hi and talk to you. So these shows, I think, are really important. It's not just for us, but it's for everybody at the show.
Absolutely. And this being the only detailing specific one with SDC coming up, really excited for that, and hopefully we get a good attendance. I think we're neighbors actually with
Yes.
our booth, so we're really excited for that as well. And there was an announcement made today that I couldn't be more excited about. Do you want to share what we announced today?
Absolutely. You guys have joined forces with us, and we are currently have you on if you go to our site on the What's New page, you will find that you guys have planted yourself in a new little home there.
Oh,
so, yeah,
wonderful.
We're pretty excited. We've been kind of talking back and forth for a while, and, I didn't really know how software would fit in with our site. It took us a little time to kind of figure out how we could get people, then back to you, but so many people come to our site every day. It'd be a shame if they don't know about you, that we don't have that presence there. So we're very excited. So, yep, I think it launched last night. So
that is awesome.
Hopefully good things to come.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And I tell you, you guys just have such a presence. When it seems like you guys are always doing trainings down there in Florida, and what a better location to actually break free from wherever you're located to come down to Florida and not only
Yes.
Get a good training, but you get a touch of the beach and a little bit of that weather. And so we're lucky enough to be down here in Mobile, Alabama, not too far away from you, and I know we certainly want to come down there and check those out. You've got some really great folks, and I know with your the Marine training down there, that's been a big hit, so that's very exciting. Do y'all have some more of those coming up soon?
Absolutely. This has been our first year of doing this many classes, and so far they've all sold out, so we're pretty excited. We have one tomorrow up at Muscle Car Museum in Melbourne with Rupes.
All
And
right.
then we've got Monday and Tuesday of next week, we've got a Rupes G Technique Auto, and then at the end of the week, we've got Rupes G Technique Marine class.
Oh, that's
And then
amazing.
we take off for SDC show, and as soon as we come back, we head out to PNS, and we're doing training classes with them. So it's been probably our best year in terms of training. You know, we've had some changes. We've brought in two trainers, which has been absolutely fabulous. They're both in the building today, which is going to be really nice. They haven't been in the same building at the same time, so you know, it's kind of fun. It's nice to have some, you know, new thought process. And you know, one great thing is Justin has brought to the table with us in training is like the business side, which we all know detailers, you can detail, but the business side, and that's where you guys come in a lot
That's
too.
right.
It's not the easiest, you know.
No,
You can
absolutely.
you can go out there and detail a car, but you know, you gotta handle the business end too. So you know, software like you guys have, and then you know, somebody that's already been through it, it's nice for them to, you know, kick in a little of their, you know, past experience. I always say I've made my mistakes in this business, and I'll be happy to tell you what they are, so you don't have to make them too. So I feel like that's kind of what we offer now. On top of the training, it's just a little like, hey, you know, we're here for you on the business side too. So it's been fun. You know, there's been a lot of travel and a lot of students, and we've just really enjoyed getting, you know, hands on with all these people this year.
Absolutely, and I think that's exactly what this industry, you know, is needing right now is the ability to get to these trainings, to have those, whether they be certifications through ceramic companies or just, you know, skills validated like through the IDA. It just adds that extra level of, you know, for the customers as well as for the detailers, a little bit more of a professionalism to it. And I think that, you know, great folks. You mentioned Justin Lovato, is that correct? Lovato?
Yes. Yep.
And then who was the other trainer that you have down there?
Robin Sweet is our other trainer that we
Robin,
have with
that's
us.
right.
Yep.
That's right.
And
I
then
think
we're lucky enough today that Sarah Coleman from Rupes happens to be coming through town, so she's going to stop and help us pack for a class tomorrow. So yeah, it's good. You know, everybody works together as a family, and it's a lot of fun.
I
Makes
think I
going to
saw
work not hurt so bad.
right now. Was it? Did I see Nathan Warren down there few weeks
Yep.
ago?
Yep.
That's
He stepped in. You know, when it comes in the marine side of training, Nathan's definitely got a lot of time put in there. So when we decided to do the marine class in the spring, you know, me and Justin had talked about it, and we thought, you know what, wouldn't it be too bad to bring in you know, some heavy hitters here? And Nathan came in. I'll tell you, he knows his boats
yes.
inside and out. And the boat that we brought in here, I just didn't think there was any hope for it. And when the guy picked it up, I thought he was going to cry.
Oh wow.
It was amazing, and it was really cool to see that. So yeah, we're happy to work with Nathan, and he's enjoying our Marine 31 line. So I think you'll see some of that up at SDC show too.
Yeah, absolutely. He actually, I was working with him on his software. After he did that class, I think he went out and saw Chris Greiner out there in Lake Havasu for the big event that they have, Desert Storm. And then the very next weekend, he was in Jamaica, and I was working with him on his software while he was on the beach. I mean, a little jealous, I'm not going to lie, but yeah, he's definitely out there doing big things. So
That's
great that
truly remote working right there.
tell me about it. Living his best life. That's what I was saying.
Yep.
Well, that's wonderful. So, congratulations. Also, I saw one of your, you know, we have a mutual friend with Joe Kimball, one of your newest brand ambassadors.
Yes.
Joe is just one of the nicest guys, you know, I've ever met. I mean, he just has a heart of gold. You know, he makes sure to reach out and let you know. I know I get a text from him just about every day, and I mean, there's nothing that makes me smile bigger than, you know, hearing from Joe, or like yesterday getting just to see a picture of him. So what is it, something that you look for whenever you guys are going to add a new team member or brand ambassador?
That's a good question. I think for us, you know, we like to give back to the community. I think, you know, with the training and education, but not only that, it's supporting the community. It's, when, one of the team or family members out there has hit hard times, and everybody kicks in and helps out. So when we look at brand ambassadors, I think it's important that that person gives back. Obviously, they're talented in what they do, and they've got a good positive outlook. Sometimes I get on social media and I look at some of these pages and I'm like, oof, life's too short. I just like to see people out there, just going at it, working hard, doing their thing, and helping those that are, trailing behind them. And Joe's one of those guys. You can't find anybody that's got a better attitude. So we love Joe and the family out there, and we've added on, I think, another 10 or 11 ambassadors since then.
Oh, wow. Okay,
yeah,
great.
It's just been a really nice thing. It's a good partnership. It helps them out, and it's great for us. And when you got somebody like Joe, who's always, happy and singing at the top, you can't help but, join forces with somebody like that.
No, absolutely. We can't talk about, influencers in the industry without mentioning someone like Joe and yourself, of course. I don't know anybody that's kind of had a broader influence than yourself, though, with being with AutoGeek, that being kind of the premier, outlet for so many years for detailers to get their products and to get their tools and now to get their software. So I see nothing but great things continuing for you guys, and we're just really excited to be part of part of this industry with you, and also just to have you guys support us as well as we're supporting you. There's no doubt about that, and we can't wait to get down there to Florida. I think it's we'll have to definitely take us a trip out there and at least attend one of the classes just to hang out and well, of course we're going to be seeing you here in just a couple of weeks. I guess SDC has really come up on us quick, and we can't be more excited to join you down there and have you as neighbors.
Yep, we're looking forward to it, and I will tell you, you might want to wait till winter time when your weather's bad, and that's when you'll come on down.
Right.
That's what we find. I get most phone calls from vendors, like, you guys got a class coming up? Because we're getting snowed in. And then you start seeing them all flock on down here. So our door is always open whenever you guys want to come down.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely nothing you guys have to worry about getting snowed in down there.
No.
Well, Megan, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a blast. We're really excited to, again, see you guys down at SDC, and just happy to have you on the podcast today.
Okay, I appreciate you guys having us on, and welcome to the family. We're glad to have you guys join us.
Thank you so much. We couldn't be happier. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. Sorry about that. Little technical issues towards the end and everything, but they can't see that. Oh, my bad. I'm breaking the fourth wall there. All right, guys. So you know what time it is. We loved having Megan on, and certainly looking forward to seeing her down at SDC. Right now, it's time for Jessica. What time is it?
Hack or hack.
That's right, guys. I know it's your favorite part of the day. It's Hacker Hack time. So today's Hacker Hack, it's a simple one that many of you already know about. When detailing, you have to get deep in between those buttons and center consoles. A good way to do this is to use a toothbrush. That's right, just as simple as a soft bristled brush. It's not only good for getting rid of that tartar and plaque, but as you can see, it can also scrape away that crud that gets jammed in those tight spaces. This is a good tip, just to make sure you use a soft toothbrush so that you don't scratch up any of the plastic. That's right. Look at Chris go. And Chris has been shooting some awesome videos. I love watching his new Hacker Hack videos, man. It's really good. Look at that. That's how you do it. Well, guys, thank you so much. We're going to be wrapping up this show right now. Hope you enjoyed it, and certainly look forward to speaking to you again next week. Thank you so much. Peace.